So, are people making too much of a deal about Ugas and Spence during the stare down after the final weigh-in? Spence looked away first. Yeah. So everybody knows how people will react to that. Spence looking away first. I feel like a lot of stock is put into the stare downs. And don't get me wrong, I never really believed in these stare downs. I kind of always thought that they were a little bit foolish, you know? I'm talking about way back in the day when I first started watching boxing and shit. So, well, okay, wait. I remember thinking that when I first started watching boxing, but then I remember finally like really having an epiphany of like of why those weigh-ins are important. And honestly, it didn't really come into effect into Tank versus Barrios, man. Like before that, I've always liked the weigh-ins, you know. Like I said, I've always thought, and I always thought that they in the beginning, like I said, I thought they were kind of dumb. But then, like slowly, gradually, you're like, oh, they're cool, man. You know, like they kind of make a little sense. But it truly didn't make sense to me until recently. Like I said, the Tank Barrios fight. And the reason those weigh-ins, I mean, for the obvious reasons and shit, man. Like it lets you know if somebody's truly feeling confident, right? If someone's truly feeling like they're gonna beat the other person. It's like all mind games. Because I really do believe that Tank, after that weigh-in, man, with Mario and shit, Mario Barrios, because Mario's so tall. I didn't like the way Tank walked away, man. Like it's the way he walked away from the like after that weigh-in and shit. The stare down, I mean, after that stare down. I didn't like the way he walked away and shit. He put his head down and shit, and he like walked away, kind of like I don't know, man. Like that was his first time really seeing how tall Mario Barrios was, and that's another reason why I felt like these are important now too. That was another reason, with another realization. I'm like, okay, like, well, you finally get to really see how tall somebody is. You get to really size them up. You know what I mean? Like, not just that, like you're in each other's face and shit, man. So you're just getting worked up and shit. You know, like seeing how you can withstand the not even the punch, but just the emotions of the fight, you know, because you're right there. You can't punch each other, you can't do nothing. You're like that's like kind of like the preparation for like the emotions, kind of like like it's giving you a taste of how like emotional and intense the fight's gonna be. So how can you withstand that? How can you do a good job withstanding just the damn stare down? You know what I mean? So I mean, I started thinking about all kinds of ways. We start thinking about the stare downs, and I do really feel like they're important and shit. But but what does it mean when a boxer looks away first? Does it mean that they are now the less confident boxer, and does it mean that they have conceded the fight? You know what I mean? Like, did they give a fight away? Did they truly give that much? That much ammunition for fans to just to say that that the other fighter's gonna win. Like, oh, I see he looked away first, man. It's over. He lost. Shit like that. Like a lot of people put so much stock into who looks away first from these stare downs after the weigh-ins. You know what I mean? So does it really mean anything as far as like who looks away first? Who looks away first? Does that mean anything? Like I said, I believe in these stare downs now, so I like them. I feel like they can mean a lot of things now. But does it looking away first mean anything? My opinion, I feel like it all depends. You know what I mean? Like, if you look away right away, like if you look away within 10 seconds and shit, you're just like, all right, that's enough. like maybe you might be a little hesitant, or maybe you might be you might be down on yourself. You know what I mean? As far as your capabilities and the outcome of the fight, if you're gonna win or not. But like like who I've never seen that happen. I don't think I've ever seen anybody a mega fight, a big fight, where the two boxers like one looked away like that. He was just like, I think that would clearly say that a person is a little bit of afraid, a little afraid, right, or doubting himself a little bit. But if two boxers are looking at each other for a very long time, and then one looks away first, does that mean that the one who looked away is still has like the disadvantage because he looked away? Like, is he at a disadvantage because he looked away first, even though they were looking at each other for about 5 minutes? Like they were looking at each other for a long time. Because Ugas and Spence were looking at each other for a good. I wish I would have brought it up too really quickly, but I'm sure everybody's seen it, right? Saturday's fight night. So Errol and Spence were looking at each other for a good amount of time, and then I guess Errol Spence looked away first. So and Ugas was still just looking at Errol's profile and shit. The side of his face, like, yeah, mother, hate your nose. No, I'm saying, but like, not Ugas got a funny looking nose, but I'm saying like, no, I'm saying so. It's like, does that mean anything, man? You know, when you look away after so long, I feel like I feel like instinctively it doesn't though. I don't feel like it means anything. You know, after so long, right away, yeah, right away. I feel like the person might be scared then if he looks away right away. But after so long, for one, you've been sitting there looking at each other for a long ass time. It starts feeling kind of dumb. You know what I'm saying? Some people might actually start looking at each other for so long that they start feeling not uncomfortable about the fight, but uncomfortable about the dude. You know, they're like, hey man, like this is stupid. All these people looking at me, look at this dude. It's been 15 goddamn minutes and shit. I'm saying just staring this dude down like this is stupid. You know, I'm gonna look away now. So I'm saying, so a person can easily be thinking that. You know. And honestly, like a joke I used to say is like, shit, man. If I was a professional boxer and we were staring down for a while and shit, I wouldn't have no problem looking away first. And my reasoning for that, like if somebody tried to make fun of me for looking away, I just be like, I'd be like, hey man, like I'm leading the stare down. I said that shit on Coach Malachi's chat room. I was like, if anything, I'm leading the stare down. So now I looked away, and guess what you did? You looked away. So who's following who here? For real though, right? That's how I would have spent it. I would have spent it just like that. Like shit, hell yeah, I looked away first because I'm running this shit. I'm running the show. So I looked away and then he looked away. You know what I mean? So honestly, like the whole looking away after some time means nothing to me. To me though, somebody else could have different perspectives, and that's beautiful. And I will be nice to you to put them in the comment section because I'm quick to like agree with people, man. If it makes more sense, that's one thing you can't deny, man. If it's something makes sense, don't deny that. You know what I mean? I do not deny that. I don't. I really don't. You know what I mean? Seriously. I don't want to digress. I'm gonna say, but things that make sense to other people don't mean that they're right. but I think a lot of times, if it makes sense to you, it's beyond you now. It's more like it's your instincts, your being, spirituality, all that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if it makes sense to you, it's like they say common sense. You know, it's part of something bigger than your brain, than you thinking. You know what I mean? So yeah, 9 times out of 10, I feel like if it makes sense, man, it makes sense for a reason. So. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. See, I digress like a mofo and shit. But yeah, so the stare down, it makes sense and shit. If if a person stares or looks away right away and shit, like it makes sense. Like they're probably scared, man. Like that's what it feels. But if they're looking at each other for a long time and one stares away, like it just it really doesn't mean anything. I don't think it means anything. For real. Like I said, people have a lot of anxiety these days too. So I feel like they can start feeling anxious, anxious after a minute, from staring down each other. So they're like, oh, I gotta look away now. This is too much. This is too damn much. But doesn't mean that they won't win that goddamn ring though. Especially using anxiety. You know what I'm saying? A person with anxiety could definitely use that shit in the ring. You would think that could be like super fuel. You know what I'm saying? For real. So yeah, I would love to digress about this one. But no, so yeah. I feel like the stare downs, when they look away first, after some time, doesn't mean much. If they look away after 10 seconds, they're scared. They lost. They're done. Go to your bookie and bet on the other dude. Nah. But sorry, I made this one a little too long. I didn't mean to go 840 on some staring down stuff. But like I said, hopefully maybe, there's some other stuff in there that we can all take away from each other and blah blah. Etc. etc. Like that movie and shit. Etc. etc. What was that movie and shit? Split, etc. I'm sorry. Remember. All right. Much love. Boss. Thank you for rolling with the punches. And you can roll with body punches too. That's what I've been realizing and stuff. Which I'm sure it's obvious to people, boxers especially. But yeah, I didn't realize it though. You can roll with them body punches. So all right, boss. See you in the next one. Tonight, come on, baby. Tonight, everybody. Much love. Tonight is going down. All right. Peace.